Well, guys, it's already March, and you know what that means? It means you get another 3 stocks that you definitely don't want to ignore. Guys, as usual, what we say is purely educational, right? Not financial advice. And also, just to be transparent, we do own shares in one of the companies mentioned in this video. Keep watching so you find out. Guys, there's some good news. We will be giving a free giveaway of our FIRL Pro program, which is worth more than 2,000 ringgit. And you can participate in getting it in the description of the comments where you can find the details. The deadline for this participation will be the 6th of March. So time is running out. Let's get to it. Alright guys, as usual, not a buy-sell recommendations. We don't do things like target prices and all that. You can go and watch or read analysts' reports where you can get a lot of that. But what we will be focusing on, as usual, will be the management execution, how they're doing. And the 3 companies will be Me Technovation, Dufu Technologies, and our favorite hashtag.
Yep. Our favorite and the retail's favorite as well.
Yes.
Okay, so Me.
So we start with Me. So Me Technovation is a company that we've been looking at since 2020. Did quite well initially, didn't do so well after that. But what's quite crazy is that since October, it's basically up 80%.
Yeah.
Now, if I do my math right, if I reverse engineer, the PE at that point in time will be somewhere close to 15, which for a tech, company
it's
was
pretty
decent.
cheap. Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
cheap.
decent. And the dividend yield have been close to 4%, right? So, Jonathan, give us a breakdown.
Yeah, okay. So MeTech just recently announced their latest quarterlies, their quarter 4 2022. So as you can see, their performance has been not too shabby. I mean, it's all right. It's still in the profits. Revenue is up, but profit is down. That's also because I believe got a lot of raw material costs that they're handling in the up. But also they also have a lot of business units that they need to manage, so those are another expenses they need to do. But if you calculate cumulatively, so their financial year 2022 versus 2021 has been improved. I would say 20 to 30% ish. 10% ish, yeah, which is pretty good. And if you look at the top to bottom line of this quarter report, it is actually up 3% revenue, but their profit is up also 10%. So that is surprising.
When we were looking at MeTech 2-3 years ago, we knew that they were investing a lot in their new factory.
Yeah.
And people were very excited about that. But then because the recent times, the sales didn't beat expectations and things like that. So people dumping stock. Plus also, of course, tech stocks not doing so well.
Exactly. And also, I believe they did give a bonus to their employees.
I remember
that's
that,
a one-off, There's a one-off expenses.
And that kind of made, which is a bit weird. I don't know why that would make investors
panic.
Unhappy.
Right.
Yes, your profit is lower, but look, you retain the staff, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, but it's a minor shock. It's a minor shock, and then you bounce back, so it's fine, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is a segment breakdown for each of their business unit. So if you want to know what is SEBU, SMBU, you can check out their quarterlies. But basically, this is the equipment business unit. This is the material business unit. I believe this is what is the name, Media? It's a Taiwan business unit. Accurus something.
Accurus, yes. Correct.
Accurus, right.
Accurus,
Correct. So if you compare between these 2 years, year-on-year performance, you can see that revenue is dropping. But their material is increasing quite a lot. Yeah. So if you look at their profit also, it's almost like 80% up for their SMBU unit.
I suspect a lot of it's to do with inflation.
Exactly. Raw material. Yeah, exactly. So they are currently still in a net cash position, which is pretty good at this kind of environment. Actually, it's nothing much to comment on. It's very healthy balance sheet. Cash flow also has been improving.
Very good.
Because you will be expecting them to be not so cash flow generative, right? Because of all these business expansion. But then they have been doing a pretty good job in terms of managing their costs.
7 million capex or 70 million free cash flow.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at the cash flow, the CapEx spending, right, this year, 2021 is also have been dropping.
It should reduce over time.
Yes.
Again, because they're building a lot of new stuff, right?
Yep, exactly. All right, so this is the final takeaway for MeTech. Their SCBU, which is the equipment, is up. The reason why is also because the customers' CapEx spending timing and capacity schedule in the 2 quarters under review. So basically, this is their reasoning why this revenue segment is up. The material one, I believe also is what you mentioned, which is inflation, got to do with inflation. And also so far, the demand is from China and Taiwan has been quite okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you expect like new orders to like slow down, right? But so far for their business is still
we can
quite
see
resilient.
we can see that one part of the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Orders slowing down.
Yeah.
And I guess you can say that part of the business, which is the Cebu, right?
Yeah.
Cebu.
Yeah.
Cebu. Probably less or more competitive because you need raw materials to produce the SCBUs. And if price goes up, you have to try and transfer it to
the customers.
And, they might be more price sensitive, or it could be, they just have, no demand right, on their side.
Yeah.
But certainly on the material side.
Exactly. So I think that's why there's like a balance in their business unit. It's pretty good. One is the raw material side, the other one is the
I think this
side.
proves that a lot of the material side is probably due to inflation, because you notice the word they use, right? Demand is resilient. It's not growing.
Yeah.
You have to look through the corporate speak, right? Resilient just means no change.
Right.
Or low change. So if you have low change in demand, that means the quantity demanded is the same, but your revenue grew up. It's the price.
Right. Okay. All right. And then they also did mention that they are currently capturing another revenue stream, which is from this high performance computing industry. It's pretty good. And also they did mention that they're going to capture more market share from other industries as well. And that is also the reason why you notice that the share price suddenly went up 80%. If you look back at the price chart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's from the bottom and it's now going up, and I believe it's one of the best performing tech stocks right now.
Yes, correct.
At the moment, because of the bottom. Yeah. So that's it for MeTech. And next one, we're going to be looking at Dufu Technologies.
Now, guys, if you're really interested in building a 6 to 7 figure portfolio, we've got the perfect solution for you. Head over in the comment section or the description to sign up for our free masterclass where you can get all these proven steps to achieve it. Right, so let's look at Dufu Technologies. This is a company I've been following since 2018, 5 years now. Wow. I think you guys watch some of my older videos, you'll know my history with this stock.
Yeah.
Now, it's up 40% from the lows, but as you can see, it has declined quite a bit from the highs.
Yeah,
which is about 4 something. It's a nice 30-40% drop.
Yep.
But over the past 5 years, right?
Yeah, but right now valuation also it looks quite attractive at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so they also did release the quarterly report for quarter 4 2022. I believe this management did highlighted in the previous quarter. In quarter 3, they did mention that foresee the next few quarters results will be bad. So they are not really hiding much also. As you can see, 16.4 million profit down. Revenue also is down. But if you look at cumulatively, although it's still down, but then so far it looks quite okay. Yeah, it didn't really revert back to 2020 or even 2019's profit level, which is good.
Yes.
Yeah, at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see what's gonna.
So what's driving a lot of this is really just people being a bit more muted when it comes to spending for cloud services. It's as simple as that. But why I continue to be quite positive on the company is because look, there's only so much you can cut when it comes to your storage. I mean, it's so crucial, right? Storage.
Yeah. But in the end, storage will still run out, and then they need to restore again. Yeah. It's just a cycle again. Yeah. And this is their top to bottom line. I'm not going to explain a lot. So this quarter to quarter, Individual quarter comparison, right, is down 46, down 83. Cumulatively is down okay only lah. Yeah, not that massive. Yeah. So if you look at segment breakdown by geography, essentially every single country is down lah, except for China, which is quite resilient 62. This one is 54 million. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Singapore,
yeah, Singapore is like down quite massive. Net cash company.
Well, it's a Taiwanese company, right? It's run by Taiwanese people. And they are the kings of net cash.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if you look at just FPI also lah, FPI or Uchitech,
If you know anything about the Taiwanese stock market, you know that they love dividends there, right? And for that to happen, you need to be able to generate cash and have strong cash balances.
Exactly. All right. Cash flow also has been quite good, but you notice that they have increased their property PPE, which is quite interesting because maybe they are actually preparing for the future next few quarters pent up in demand. So they are well prepared. If let's say there's such opportunities arise in the future, they can manage to capture it. Yeah, it's pretty good. And this is the final takeaway. Basically, DoFu Technology's customer heavily is coming from these two.
Yes.
WD and Seagate.
This is a very open secret. They'll never say it. But
but I mean the space, how many people is doing
exactly. But you know what's interesting? I think I told you this before. If you go to their website, you can see their awards.
Oh yeah.
Their award from
you
guys can go and Google their website and see the awards they get. Who they get it from.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. Okay, so now this is an interesting thing that I found out from the management tonality, right?
Yes.
So in their quarter 3, they sounded very negative.
Okay.
So they say that we foresee quarter 1's FY 2023 will be very bad because customers are not spending money to buy stocks. But in the latest quarter, they turn around their tonality. They start to sound very positive. So basically they say that surprisingly, the customers are restocking and buying more stuff from us. And then so we may foresee quarter 1 2023 to be quite good, to be quite positive. I think that's the reason why the share price went up 40%.
Yeah.
Because there's a change. So when they sounded negative, right, the share price actually tanked. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you noticed, right? It's like 2 ringgit to 1 ringgit 70 cent. And then now they sounded very positive, right? They started to shoot up. So
that's the market for you.
Yeah, man.
But again, have an eye on the future, right? Because the ups and downs right now won't matter when it comes to the 5-10 year stock chart, and the way you can figure out whether these companies are going to do well is, again, if you know what's the long-term trajectory, right? They are in cloud computing, right? Or they're not exactly in cloud computing, but
they're riding the wave of the cloud computing.
Okay, so will it be relevant 5 to 10 years from now? That's your answer.
Yep. Okay, and then the next stock, the final stock we're going to talk here is the retail's favorite, which is Hextech.
But guys, before we move on, if you're someone looking to level up their stock investing skills and you need a lot more guidance, we do have a one-on-one program called the Mentorship Program. If you're interested, you can apply it in the comment section or the description. All right, 27 ringgit. Hexstar Technologies is one of the best performing stocks ever. Certainly in a very short period of time of a year, right? It's quite crazy.
Yeah,
I still remember we did a video somewhere here. Was it?
I think it was around here. Yeah, around here. When it was around like 23-ish.
Yeah, I still remember we were discussing and telling people like, hey, you got to take note, right? Like, stocks don't go up so quickly.
And they went up again.
And they went up 30%.
Okay. You even said it, right? Like, after you publish this, then the stock's going to go up again.
Yeah. I even said that, but sure happened. Yeah, true enough, it happened.
Yep.
200 PE, but 3.5 billion market cap. But
yeah,
now, what was very interesting is that it's a retail favorite with a high stock price.
Exactly.
It's not something you see very often.
Right.
So tell us about the numbers.
Okay, so we kind of expect them to make good money because if not, why is there such a high trading volume around the stock, right? But their latest quarter report, they announced a down from 4.3 million to 0.4 million, and cumulatively they are also down like 50 to 60%, or in terms of bottom line, not so good so far. But let's look further. If you look at their top line and bottom line, they are actually also, top line is okay. They're capturing some shares, capturing some sales, but as for expenses, right, they are still in a they still are spending towards this new business business segment, which is their trading of building material. Yeah, that is their tech business. But later I'm gonna show you what tech business is that basically. But it is still overall down lah. Yeah, okay, so this is the segment breakdown for each: logistic, warehouse, trading. So you can see so far logistic has been doing quite well, from 30 million to 29. That's pretty good. And also it managed to turn around from a negative to a positive profit. And warehousing has been down. Trading of building material has been doing well also. Yeah, that's about it for their segment breakdown. So far, you don't really see any tech business over here.
Yeah.
Even the others is basically, I believe, it's not related to tech business. Yeah. So, yeah. Later, we're just going to talk more what is really their tech business. They are surprisingly in a net cash position, which is pretty good for this environment. I mean, because of inflation and whatnot, they are prepared in case of any market downturn. And cash flow wise, they has been still in a negative. However, it did improve quite a bit. You can see from 41, negative 41.
Losing less.
Yeah, losing less. It's an okay sign, but it's still a...
Dividends, wow.
Yeah. So they did pay dividends in the last few videos that we mentioned. There was like a special dividend, right?
Yes.
But I'm not sure whether it's this special dividend specifically for the management or not, because the founders bought quite a bit of shares. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the company is what? 3
billion.
3 billion. When did they go in? Let me think.
I think it was if you look at the share price jump, I think it's like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So they got their cost back very easily.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, so this is the final takeaway of what their tech business. So in their quarterlies, I believe it's in the prospect area, or if it's not in the prospect, means it's the review of performance. They did mention that this tech business is their e-build. It's an application for trading or building material. So basically, you don't need to, instead of going physically and meet the supplier to procure your raw materials, right, and all those materials, right, you can actually go through this app. It saves a lot of time, save a lot of costs. So yeah, that's actually that's their tech business, essentially.
You know what? That makes it very, very interesting. But of course, the big question is the valuation, right?
Yep, exactly. It's still, it's not cheap lah. Yeah, put it that way. And why is it not cheap? Is because if you want Hextech to be a very conservative, let's say we put a PE of 15 times, that means Hextech bottom line need to reach about 234 million.
Yeah.
And right now they are making about 20 to 30 million.
So, but of course, if they hit tech PE,
yeah, it's still going to be over 100.
Triple
Yeah, they have to somehow triple their bottom line and cash flow also. If they didn't, I don't know what's going to happen lah. So yeah, so basically the final takeaway is whether can they still stay at this premium valuation. Well, you need to know the shareholders how's the free float rate of that particular company.
Yes.
And I believe right now the shareholders inside Hextech is still holding on. I could be wrong. Maybe they will start to dump. I don't know also. Maybe they will buy more and maybe then it will shot up again, right? After this video, we also never know. But yeah, that's it for today's for Hextech takeaway. Yeah, any comments?
Yeah, I think guys, one of the important tricks you should play psychologically, or not tricks, something you should tell yourself is, you don't have to make money out of this thing, or you don't have to have an opinion out of this, right? It is the hottest or the top 5 hottest stock right now, but it doesn't mean that you need to have an opinion and make a trade or comment or write about it, right? And there's just so many other opportunities out there. Yes. However, specific to Hexstar, I think that because now they have this app trading building materials, this information out there, which wasn't available in our previous video.
So it was actually announced on January. Not really announced. This quarter only announced, but it was done on January.
So I think that is always interesting, but need to find out more details. 1, 2, we need to find out, how big can this app thing grow? Right? Will it be the only player? What will cause it to be the only player? Is there already existing players? And if this app is to exist, there's a good chance that it needs to be a winner takes all. So they need to be the app for constructions. And of course, for those who are a bit more hardworking, go ask your construction friends or the building material friends.
Yeah.
Do they use this app? Or have they used this app? Do they need an app? Things like that.
Yes, exactly. And before you guys go, yes, surprisingly, there's two portfolios over here, and I'm gonna explain to you. So the top one over here is our FIRL Pro portfolio. I think in the previous video we did mention, we're gonna 2 times, right? But in the end, I didn't.
Well, the bad news is obviously is that stock didn't 2 times. The good news is that we have another 60+% stock.
Yes, exactly.
Our losses for stock O has been extended. And then now we have 2 stocks in the neutral or the flat territory.
Yes, exactly. And this is for FIRL Pro, specifically for FIRL Pro. Now, if you look at the bottom one, this is basically stocks idea we share to our Telegram group.
We don't have
members.
the reports for them, but we just put it there.
Yes, exactly. Basically, like, for example, if there's a new positive catalyst at that time, we will share to our members, and then we just tell them that this company is quite interesting. Maybe you want to have a look. But yeah, and this is the performance so far. The stock pick. You can see that one
similar,
of it.
right? The graph.
Yeah, about similar. This one is actually performing very good. It's like over 75% as compared to FIRL Pro's one. So yeah, I mean, sadly, we didn't actually buy. I'm not sure whether you do. Yeah, but basically, if you want to know more about FIRL Pro, it's basically we give you 2 stock reports every single month, and we share with you our analysis and valuation towards the company that we may or may not own. And yeah, and that's about it for FIRL Pro. If you want more information about it, you can actually download our free sample. Don't forget about the giveaway. I believe the giveaway is going to end on the 6th of March. So if you sign up using that link, there's a chance that you can get FIRL Pro for free, and it's free for 1 year, right? The links to all of these things is in the description and comments. And MJ?
Nope, guys, hope to see you guys apply for the giveaway. Once in a lifetime chance, honestly.
Yeah.
And guys, thanks for the support, watching all the way, and we will see you in the next video.